finishing our blades with a whetstone this fine. Now that's something to consider. And what's finer than fallen masonry, eh? Or more hard-wearing for that matter. Just imagine it. Good Valisthian steel with an edge as sharp as any found in the Outer Isles. I won't make a copy now. I'll make something much better.
Good lad.
I'm sure the curse breakers will be delighted. Just don't push yourself too hard.
Don't you worry about me, Sunshine.
Sunshine.
I've been working day and night since I was half your age, and I'll still be here when you're long gone. Hey, thanks, Clive. I mean it.
Okay.
I owe you one. August 2. It's good to know someone's looking out for me.
You'll be happy to hear you said that.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll see that my debt to you's paid. First new blade I make's got your name on it.
Thank you.
You come and find me when you've got the materials.
All right. I will.
Quest complete. Excalibur design draft? Okay. What do I need?
What do you need? What do you want?
I can actually make it.
Not bad, if I do say so myself. That it? Fine.
I'm liking that. Bum, 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 bum.
All right there, Sid? How's that hunt for the bomb ash going?
Done.
I have it here.
That's the stuff. And plenty of it, too. Enough to keep the Alembic bubbling away for a good old while.
Thank you.
You're a gent, Sid. Let nothing say otherwise. Right then. Let's get this contraption up and running.
Okay. So what does it give me? Sometime later.
There we have it. The Telemon Alembic. And it works just like the chief said it would.
Cool.
Very impressive.
Says the man who cut down a burning boulder. Speaking of which, I still haven't returned the favor.
There's no need. The good it will do for the hideaway is reward enough.
Don't be silly. Why don't you let me take a look at that bag of yours? The one you keep your potions in. Reckon I could work some magic on that.
Okay.
What kind of magic?
Well, we happen to have isolated a substance in our test run of the Alembic that I reckon will make even the toughest leather supple as anything.
Okay, what does that
Thought we
mean?
might use it to breathe new life into old boots and the like. Save the hideaway a few gil. Ah, I reckon if we slap a bit on your bag, it'll loosen it up enough for you to squeeze in a bottle or two more.
Yay!
Well, it can't hurt to try, I suppose.
That's the spirit. Leave it with me. I'll only be a mo.
Okay, so I can carry more potions out. Yay!
Well, what do you reckon?
It certainly feels more flexible.
Cool.
Right? Told you.
Thank you,
I
I
think.
think.
No. Thank you for supporting Mid and the rest of us in our endeavors. Without you, we'd never have been able to discover wonders like that stuff I rubbed on your bag. And I'm telling you, there's plenty more where that came from.
Oh, treat necessary for increasing consumable inventory capacity. Cool. Inventory increased. You have obtained a traded potion satchel, hereby increasing capacity for carrying consumables. Item slot increases as follows. Potions to 6, high potions to 4. Strength tonic and stone tonic are both 3.
Think Mid might need some help.
This is the last thing, isn't it? Boo, 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 boo. Bum, bum, bum.
Goat. Still alive, I see. So Lady Karen accepted the ruby.
Oh, about that. I tried my best. She was just too stubborn to take it. She threw it right back in my face, in fact, and told me I could stick my stupid stone where the sun don't shine.
Okay.
Karen refused payment.
I hope it wasn't something I said.
I'm sure you were as tactful as ever. Let me see what I can do.
Oh, wonderful. I hope you have better luck than I did.
I have to go back.
Mid told me she was building a ship.
Lady Karen, Goat tells me you weren't happy with our offer. Would you prefer the debt was repaid in coin?
What debt? I don't recall lending any of you lot me hard-earned gil. I may have tossed a talent or two in the Hardaway's coffers, but those were donations, and you can hardly call it charity if you go asking for it back.
Of course not. But one good turn deserves another. And our circumstances have changed. Surely you wouldn't shun the gratitude of a pauper who happened to have become a prince.
Oh, so you're a prince now, are you? Fine. But I'm selling it and taking what I'm owed, then you're getting the rest whether you like it or not.
Okay.
Where'd you even get this? A decent trader might nab 1,000 talents for a star ruby. A canny one, meanwhile, might claim it were nicked from the belt of Sid the Outlaw himself and ask twice as much. Might be I already have a buyer in mind. Might be you even know her. A fine continental maid whose beauty's only eclipsed by a guile in commerce. You wouldn't mind, would you?
Not at all. Just be sure to tell her that it's always a pleasure doing business.
I hear you ended up delivering all 3 stones. Thanks to this lump. I sometimes wonder what I pay you for.
Speaking of which, I still haven't been paid last month's wages.
Oh, so you remember what's owed to you then? Get your ass behind that disc of yours and don't get up before those ledgers are square.
Right away.
I've seen that before.
Yeah. Plenty of times. It was the only goblet Sid ever used, either out of habit, or because the filthy sod couldn't be bothered to find a clean one.
I knew so little about him.
And most people.
Martha and the Dame both seem to have fond memories of him.
I bet they do.
How long did you know Sid before he...
Before he died. 20 summers, give or take. Back in the day, I was a purser on a trade ship, which is where I met him. He bought passage to... I forget where. But having nothing better to do on the long nights, we sat up drinking island rum till the morning bell dragged me back to my duties. Quit my post not long after that, on account of making a fine maiden's belly fat. But me and Sid stayed close, promising we'd one day sail the seas again. That was before fate stepped in and said she was having none of it. The magic woke inside my son soon after his first name day, and there was no hiding his knack.
Couldn't you and your family have...
Nope.
My family were the ones who summoned the constable, wanted the monster taken away. I couldn't turn my back on him, forget what I felt, and I couldn't for the life of me understand how they could.
Did you were a father?
Sid was of the same mind as me. It was him who stood beside me when all I wanted was to tear the whole world down. Him who cried for me when I had no tears left of my own. Him who swore he'd do everything he could to stop it from happening again. And he was true to his word, too. Left the Royal Army once and for all. His ranks, his ribbons, gone. Just like that. Threw away everything he had. All to right a wrong that no one else had the courage to face. I knew then I'd follow that man to the ends of the earth.
He was a good lad, Sid.
He was always too clever for his own good, was Sid. Saw the world for what it really was, while the rest of us were content to go along with the lie we were shown. And it can't have been easy, bearing that burden alone. But he didn't let it stop him. He never lost faith in what he believed was right. And that gave us faith in him. Faith he'd steer us true. So I swore to myself that I'd always be right behind him, ready to catch the stubborn sod, if ever he should fall.
Good lad.
But I couldn't even do that.
Don't blame yourself.
Ignore me. Just the ramblings of a tired old man. Leave that lot. I'll tidy it up in a bit.
This is Sid's handwriting. Dear Otto.
I may be drunk, but I wanted you to know this place would be fucked without you. Love you, you grumpy old sod.
This note.
What about it?
Sid was right. Without you, we'd all be lost.
should have bloody well said so then. Just once. Before he went. But then, why would he? Him, or anyone? I'd only have told him to piss off.
That sword looks class, by the way.
You're wrong, though. Both of you. It was never just me keeping the hideaway afloat. It was all of us. I just shoved people in the right direction. I barely seem to be able to do that anymore.
Would you rather go with the helm?
Well, maybe I've got a few more years left in me.
I'm going to hold you to that, Otto.
Before you go, Sid would have wanted you to have this.
But that's...
This'll do me just fine.
I'll go on
Thanks for the ray of sunshine.
like one of the
We'll
trophies.
see if I can't pay you back.
Already have.
Side anchor. Come on. Cool. Sid's goblet. According to Otto, Sid never once washed his goblet, despite using it every day for both wine and small beer. I won't have it, said that I'm a poor host. Displayed in Clive's chambers.
How may I help you today, Clive? Your benefactors are a generous lot. Here you are. All done?
You get 850 now to unlock a new bit. Let's see what this new piece of gear is. Healing potion, potency of 5 potion with 25%. Actually quite good. I don't really like that wind up move. I don't like having to. If I'm gonna use any, it'd probably be the raising fist. Don't think I can master it. Probably could master it, to be honest. I know master now.
Mid told me she was building a ship.
Is that the thing Tomes helped to build?
I go check this out and then we'll go talk to Otto.
He cracked that crystal too.
I'm just gonna let my puppers out and I'll be right back. Bam, 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 bam. I was talking to him, see if we got any
A seed of ingenuity sown in a fertile mind. My long travail of helping hands shall ere fruition find.
Okay. Look at all the kids looking up. There's no other ones, is there? Oh, just thought I'd ask him.
All right, Clive. Asterix.
All good.
You'd finished sending half the hideaway traipsing across the twins, has she? I swear, that girl'd do anything to put off visiting her old dad's grave. No excuses now, though, eh?
Not quite. She said there was one final thing she had to take care of. I'm sure she'll be finished soon enough.
She said that, in those words.
She did, yes.
Clive, were you born yesterday or something? There is no thing. She'll probably be halfway to Canva by now.
Mid. I might still be able to catch her. Obelith, have you seen Mid?
Yep. In a boat, going that way.
Then I'm too late.
You in a hurry at all, are you? I offered to take her across, but she wouldn't wait. Just paid for a dinghy and rowed off. Oars going like the clappers. Got some life in her, ain't she? But anyway, I was on my way up to see you, as it happens. Got a letter for you.
Okay.
Urgent, by the sound of it. One of your uncle's men said I was to hand it to you in person, post-bleeding haste. And you're here now.
Thank you, Obelith.
Don't mention it.
What tidings, Uncle?
My dear boy, my journey to Calvar has been a resounding success. The friend I mentioned not only agreed to share the contents of a strongbox with us, but his considerable knowledge of the goings on in the free cities, by which I learned of the endeavours of a certain young friend of yours. Though I for one believe Miss Tilleman's project to be quite a valiant enterprise, I doubt the Canvarian authorities will take kindly to the unauthorized use of their dockyards, no matter how deserted. And if rumour has already reached my friend, it may not be long before the guild masters are tapping at your door. Which is why I penned you this note. I would like to borrow your man Gav for a moon or two, that he might keep a watch on those who might mean our little fellowship ill, and warn us of any impending attack. I trust that you will give this proposal your full consideration. Your loving uncle.
Trouble in Canva. Well, I'll need someone to keep an eye on Mid.
So what? Mid got us to do all the dirty work and then just sailed off into the sunset?
Yep.
It seems that way.
Well, nothing we can do about it now. But next time you plan on visiting Sid, you might want to tie her to something before you suggest it.
Ah, don't be so hard on her. Got to admit, the dirty work was kind of fun. Everyone pitching in, all that bollocks. Just like when we built this place.
You're right.
Anyway, we all set to head to the old hideaway. I could do with getting to Canva pretty sharpish. Wouldn't do to keep Lord Rosfield of the Seven High Houses waiting now, would it? Not after he asked for me personally.
Gav will be leaving with me. Will you mind the place while we're gone?
You can count on me. Just be sure to give Sid and the others my regards. All right.
Yeah, brother.
Oh, by the way, Jill will be joining us too. She's got some things to take care of, but she'll meet us there.
Okay.
I hope she's telling the truth at least.
Can't do anything else. Sid's legacy. I think she's been here.
Well, Sid, I remember what you told me. But if no one is listening to what you have to say, you may as well not say it. But I will say this, old friend. Hugo Kuka is gone. His shadow looms over us no longer.
It's a pity the Phoenix can't be in two places at once. If he'd have been with us, maybe he could have done something for the lost.
Not even the Phoenix can bring people back from the dead. Life has a beginning